everyone, my name is Ryan. I'm the CEO and founder here at UpKeep, and it is another Release Friday. It's January 17th. We've got two big new features to share with you, primarily in our Preventive Maintenance module. We know how important it is to all the maintenance planners, schedulers out there using UpKeep every single day. So we just made everything better, easier, more accessible. So statuses, now you're able to see them in the column drop-down list. On top of that, you're able to easily access the entire work order maintenance history from that list. Just again, making your entire preventive maintenance scheduling easier to use, easier to access, and better for all of the scheduling purposes that you need. So go in, check it out. Let us know what you think. I'm going to pass the baton over to Spencer from our team to show you exactly how it works. I'll see you next week.
Hey there, my name is Spencer Nelson. I am a senior product manager here at UpKeep, and this week I have a couple of preventive maintenance enhancements to share with you. So the first thing is here on our preventive maintenance list within UpKeep, you've got two new columns at your disposal. The first is a column called paused. Now, this column is just going to tell you at a glance whether or not the particular PM template is paused or not. So in my case, all of my PMs are not paused. They are live and active. But this will just allow you to very quickly at a glance understand whether or not a PM is active or not. The other column is Checklist ID. Now we have a field for the checklist, which shows the name and links off to the checklist itself. But here we've also got the ID in the case that, maybe you need to copy this checklist ID to use in an import or for other reasons. You can also access the ID of the checklist that's shown here via this checklist ID column. All right, so those are two new columns here on the list page. The other enhancement is going to be within the detail page of a PM itself, and you're going to see some new columns called last work order, next due date, and next trigger. So the last work order is going to return the due date of the most recently created work order within this sort of PM series. So one thing to note here is just that this is not the last completed work order. If, for example, you have a PM that fires every week, and you miss it for 1 week and then a new occurrence fires, so now you have two PMs open, this will give you the due date of the most recently generated work order in the PM series. Beyond giving you the due date, you can also click on this to see the work order itself. So, here again, if the work order is complete, you'd be able to come to your PM and very quickly at a glance see, okay, when was the last time this PM became due? Click that open and actually see the details of the work order, whether or not it was complete. If it was complete, you could review the tasks and so on and so forth. The next due date tells you the next time that a work order is going to be due for this PM, and the next trigger tells you the next time that work order will be triggered. So the way to read this is, the last work order generated by this PM was due on February 5th, 2025, or is due on February 5th, 2025. It's next going to trigger also on February 5th, 2025 for a due date of March 19th, 2025. One more thing to call out here is that on a usage-based or a meter-based PM, the next trigger is going to look like a number, and that number represents, what meter reading will go ahead and fire the next instance of this PM. So as opposed to a date, it's a meter reading, and the rest will kind of all flow from there. And the purpose of this change is really just to help give you a sense for kind of where an asset kind of stands as far as its PMs go, rather than having to search kind of through your work orders here to find, hey, what was the last work order for a particular asset? Just at a glance, we can show you, hey, here's the most recent work order for this asset and this PM, and kind of here's some dates about what's happening in the future. Please let us know what you think of these features and what else you'd like to see on PMs, and I will see you all next time.